Welcome back everybody, this is Molyneux Does, and in this video we are playing The Song Out of Space. It is a point and click 2D horror action game. The game was released on the 4th of February, so it's been out a few months, 3 months to be exact. I got it on the PlayStation Store, it's also available on Steam. If you decide you'd like to play this game yourself, I will leave the link to the game in the description below. I like how it says, press any button to doom yourself. Sounds like I'm in for quite the ride then. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing this, and hope you enjoy it also. Right, so before I start this game, I just want to look at what it says about the game on Steam, the story and the features. The story goes, in 1962, during the height of the Cold War, 12 astronomers at a deep space observatory were found dead. Because of the proximity of an important military base, 2 federal agents were sent to investigate any Russian involvement, and what they found was from beyond this world. Find out what really happened that night by exploring a town full of suspects with something to hide, and stop it from ever happening again. Choose to play as Federal Agent Catherine Armstrong, a young recruit with excellent scientific skills, or as Stuart Ross, a street-smart veteran. Their unique skills and personality will change how the story unfolds, and whatever you do, try to keep your sanity. And the features are 2 playable characters, each with its own story routes, dialogues, and personality. 3 investigation routes, 4 endings, and dozens of secrets to reveal. Unique retro visual style that mixes pixel art with photography. Original 80s creepy synth soundtrack, which is always cool. And also, it's got click and point mechanics. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go. This game is better played in a dark room. Excuse me. This is a work of fiction. Okay. 1971. Choose your character: Catherine Armstrong or Stuart Ross. A recent arrival to the force and one of the few members of the Bureau with higher education. She comes highly recommended by the instructor at Quantico, but she hadn't had the opportunity to work on a big case yet. She holds a degree in forensic medicine by the University of Massachusetts, which would... Oh, valuable, okay. Whatever. Yeah, I'm going to choose as Catherine Armstrong. Yeah. Music skills that will come in handy, yes. Yeah, why not? Start from the bottom. That morning, your boss at the FBI, Arthur McConnelly, asks you to go to his office.
Oh, you're finally here, Catherine. I wanted to brief Mr. Ross and you about your next case. Unless you prefer to stick to paperwork until the end of time.
No, thank you. I'm looking forward to work.
I'm not so sure. Every rookie says the same thing until they start seeing corpses. Anyway, enough chit-chat. This is serious. I wouldn't get any of you involved if it wasn't. Ross is one of the best feds around.
Maybe you're putting too much faith on me. I might be rusty.
Nonsense! We need more agents like you if we want to beat those damned commies.
Ooh.
The whole deal with the Ruskies started to go to hell when we caught them red-handed, building nuclear silos in Cuba. Where the hell do they get off? That's right, in our own backyard. And instead of fighting them, we had to negotiate to make them back down. Ridiculous.
Yeah. There was no other way to avoid war.
Bah! I also thought like that at your age, but I've dealt long enough with them to know I was wrong. One must never show weakness to a bully. Now the Soviets know that they can threaten us to get whatever they want. Of course, I'm not happy that the guy died. It was a tragedy, but in a way, he had it coming.
Jesus. This guy is tough.
Fortunately, I'm not the only one on the Bureau that thinks we've been underestimating the Red Menace. That's why you're here. Take a look at these pictures.
Okay. I guess we click this. The pictures aren't very nice. No, they don't look it. Oh, look at the one on the far right. Ew, gruesome. Okay, let's take a look. The bodies are bloody and lack any trace of skin. Whatever happened here, it was a real massacre. Gross. Yeah, look at that one. Oof. The bodies are not missing any chunks of flesh, such as from bites or claw marks. That discards an animal attack. So yeah, definitely human. It's some kind of building with a big antenna array. Perhaps a radio station? The skin has been removed, carefully enough to leave the flesh and eyes intact. Gruesome. This must have taken hours. So the intention was not just killing. This was way more sadistic. Damn. I think I've seen enough. Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Lovely, isn't it?
These people were murdered. Yeah, I'll click that.
Yeah. I find that hard to believe, Kathy. Only a wild animal can do something that vicious. The pictures are from an astronomical observatory in Gardner, a small town in the state of Washington. This morning, the sheriff found this desecration. 12 bodies slaughtered, and one of the researchers is still missing. We don't know who did this, or why.
Yeah, so what do you want us to do?
It's simple. I want you to go and make sure that there's nothing on this case that involves the Ruskies. Normally we wouldn't send federal agents, but the town is a few miles away from the Fairchild Air Force Base, which has a lot of things that the commies would like to take a look at.
Which one? Okay. Yeah, I understand.
Just drive there, ask a few questions, and do the paperwork. I'm sure you'll be back sooner than you think.
Okay, these shoes were made for walking. And that's exactly what I'll do.
You and your partner walked
To the FBI's parking lot and took the black Cadillac that had been assigned to you. Okay, let's go. Let's get in that black Cadillac. You drove the car for several days, only stopping to sleep at motels whilst on the road. Every mile you drove away from the headquarters of the Bureau lifted an oppressive feeling off of your chest. Yeah, but what are we going to stumble onto? That's the question. Yeah, let's have a little chit chat, shall we? Let's have a little chat. Here, the sky is always cloudy, so it's almost impossible to see the stars. Why would those idiots build an observatory here? Are you giving me the silent treatment? I expected kind... what? Some scientific speech. Yeah, I've got nothing to say to you. Come on, I was just messing with you. Yeah, was you? I don't know about that. Let me ask you something. Agent to agent. This whole thing about the missiles in Cuba, what do you really think? Should we have been more aggressive? I think we did just right. Yeah. See? That's why the bosses consider me a top field agent and you're just a rookie with an attitude problem. Ooh. Ouch. I would have answered that, I don't think. Okay, big head. Okay, let's... Hey, I'm going to turn on the radio. What kind of music do you like? Yeah, anything's fine. Nice. I'll see if I can get some Elvis. That noise is disgusting. Turn it off! Yeah, brutal. Okay, what do we have here? Overall, the state of Washington wasn't very welcoming. Almost as if it was trying to warn you to stay away. Just because it is. Just then, you realize you're arriving at your destination. That was quick. A town called Gardner in Washington State. A bunch of noisy villagers watched closely as your car entered the small town. Hey people, be kind to us please. Yeah, let's get out of the car. As soon as you stepped out of the car, a young man ran towards you. Whoa. I hope it's not after some insurance. Okay. Black suits, driving a black Cadillac. Are you FBI, CIA, or maybe another more shady organization? We're from the FBI, yes. Wow, federal agents in our town. Finally, everyone will see that I was right all along. Okay. Conspiracy theory much? Wait a minute. Are you trying to make fun of me? Can I see your ID? That enough? Yeah. Oh my god. I have so many questions. Oh, I haven't properly introduced myself. Daniel Brown, author of the Photo Report. Are you here for the dead scientists? The sheriff has not let the press on the site yet. Is it true that one of the astronomers is still missing? Do you have any clue of his whereabouts? We just got here and have no details yet. But surely you know at least something, don't you? The readers deserve to know.
What readers, Daniel?
That weirdo friend of yours was the only one who ever read your stupid flying saucer fanzine. That creepy smile. And look what he ended up doing. You don't know for sure that Nicholas was the killer. What I know is that I can get you arrested for obstruction of justice. Now, scram! Yeah, that's better. I'm sorry that creep bothered you folks. I'm glad you came, Sheriff. Yeah, why not? Yeah, okay.
Sheriff? No, 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 no. I'm just a lackey. The sheriff is my boss. I'm Albert Crane, the deputy. Nice to meet you. I take it you're the feds we've been waiting for, right? They told us you were coming a couple of hours ago. But I didn't expect to see two rich kids from the city. Whoa. Yeah. I think I'll be silent on that one. To be honest, I'm not really sure why they sent you. The sheriff and I have already identified the killer. It may take some time, but he will be found and brought to justice. I guess you've made that long trip in vain. I think we'd like to check the crime scene, if it's all the same with you. It's a couple miles from here. Get in my car and I'll drive you there. Okay, I guess we're going in his car. Is he to be trusted? I don't know. I don't know. Hey George, the feds are here. The sheriff seemed nervous. He quickly tossed his cigarette and walked towards you. What if that doesn't sound shady? I'm George Berry, the sheriff of Gardner. And you are? Agent Ross, and she's my partner, Agent Armstrong. I'd say that I'm pleased to meet you, but the circumstances are quite grim. You'll find the crime scene inside the station, with the bodies and everything. I'll proceed to the crime scene. Yeah. Thanks. Take me to it. Of course. I'll be glad to answer any questions you might have once you're done. Just let me warn you, it isn't a nice sight. So, I wouldn't hurry to get in. Yeah, I'll take the lead. I'll enter first. I'm a strong, confident woman. Without a word, you rush towards the metal door. Yeah, because I'm hardcore. Okay. As soon as you opened the door, you regretted it instantly. A flow of foul, rotten air invaded the whole place. Ew. There's a lot of dead bodies in there. You covered your mouth with one hand, trying desperately to control the sudden urge to vomit. And then you stepped inside. Holding back the sick. Oh, nice. Oh, and I can see why. The interior was as welcoming as promised. It was hard just to breathe among the smell of half-rotten corpses. Nice. As you step in, your shoe touches something on the ground. A mutilated arm. Just one of the dozens of human remains scattered all over the place. Well, I hope that hand or arm don't tickle my feet. This is insane. Whoever did this must have spent hours cutting and dismembering. There doesn't seem to be any pattern or method. Whoever did this just killed at random. Oof. Psycho. Psycho. Do I need to look at these? Okay. Nah. Leaving so soon? There might be more clues here to check. I think I'm done with this place. To be honest. Yeah. But by all means, you take a look. I guess you understand the situation better now. Yes, I do. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer. Any theories? No? Where are the scientists? Yeah, any theories? The clues are quite obvious. It was the missing scientist who did it, Nicholas Forrester. The sick bastard. I hope Beasts finds him and make him pay for what he has done. It will still be merciful compared to what I would do to that fucker if I got my hands on him.
You seem pretty convinced he's guilty.
Come on, there's no other explanation. It had to be him. He was working here the night of the murders. He's the only one whose corpse is not running in there, and he ran away.
I don't know.
I just wonder what the hell makes a lanky scientist lose his head and chops up his friends like that.
That's when Ross came out of the station. He was holding something in his hands. I found these. You think they might be useful? What's that? Cassette tapes? We are in the 80s. Or 70s, whichever. Cassette tapes. The labels on them are dated, so these must be some kind of audio log for the station. Ah, cool. I missed the cassette tapes. Let me check the one from the night of the murder. What? So you've noticed it too, right? The recording from the night the murders happened is missing. Oh no.
Yeah, well, whatever. That detail doesn't change the bigger picture, does it? Oh, Jesus. Most likely the murderer took it with him to cover his tracks.
Yeah? Then why didn't he hide the bodies? Good question.
Good question.
Sounds very sus to me.
Folks, it's getting pretty late, so I'm going to lock the gate until the doctor arrives tomorrow and disposes of the bodies. The last thing we want is animals having a feast with the deceased. That rhymed. And I'm sure you're pretty tired, so Albert can drive you back to your hotel, if that's okay.
Sure, I'd love to take a shower. Okay, alright. Let's go then. You headed to the deputy's car, who drove you back to your hotel in town. Okay then. Yeah, that deputy sounds really sus. After checking in at the hotel, you went straight to your room. I think it might be a good way to end it here. So yes, I think this will be a 2 or 3 parter maybe. There's 4 endings, so yeah. It could be a bit of a long game, so I'll stretch it out, if that's okay. So yeah, please let me know what you thought about the game in the comments. Like I said, if you want to play the game yourself, the link will be in the description below. So yeah, all in all, it's quite cool so far. A mystery on our hands, and like I said, the deputy sounds really sus, and I think he's got something to do with it. I really do. But yeah, we'll find that out when we progress. Okay then, I'll leave it here. And please join me for part 2 and maybe part 3, maybe. Depends how long the game is. If I can do all the endings as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, would you ever so kindly please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell for notifications. Thank you so much guys for watching, and remember, if I don't see you before, I'll see you the next time I see you.